Welcome back to Pastry Maestra. I'm Teresa and today I'm making raspberry brioche crumble. Today I'm making raspberry brioche crumble. Now, if you don't know what is brioche and who made it famous, check my post about that. The link is down below. Okay, now let me tell you a few words about crumble. Who invented crumble? Well, the interesting thing is, crumble wasn't mentioned in any cookbook published before 20th century. It is believed that crumble was invented in London during the Second World War. Since London was heavily bombarded by the Germans and most men were on the front, women had to replace them and take over their roles so the society would function. Ladies were looking after the wounded soldiers, working in factories, making cannon shells, driving trams, etc. Because of that, they didn't have time to make complicated desserts, and it was also very difficult to obtain eggs and butter. As we all know, necessity is mother of invention, so the crumble was born. How? Well, the English housewives took the shortcut by simply mixing flour, sugar and margarine and scattering that crumbly mixture on top of any fruit they could lay their hands on. Next step was baking and 30 minutes later, eating. It wasn't the royal wedding cake, but it was sweet and comforting. Mission accomplished. Thankfully, I don't have to make cannon shells, so I have time to show you how to make my raspberry brioche crumble. I hope you like it. As usual, the recipe is on my site and the link is down below. To make brioche dough, first thing I'm gonna do is mix water with yeast until it dissolves. I've placed flour into a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with hook attachment, and now I will add sugar and salt. I'm gonna add yeast dissolved in water and eggs and mix on low speed for about 10 minutes until the dough becomes smooth. Now I'm gonna gradually add softened butter and mix until it is incorporated. I'm gonna wrap my dough in multiple layers of plastic foil and refrigerate it overnight. This step is very important. If you don't wrap the dough like this, the foil will break and the dough will spill out. Next thing I'm gonna do is make crumble. I will place flour, almond flour, powdered sugar and chopped pistachios into a bowl and stir with a whisk. Then I'll add cold butter cut in dices and rub the dry ingredients into the butter until I get crumbly mixture. My dough is nicely chilled and now I will portion it into approximately 85 grams, which is 3 ounces pieces. I will roll each piece into a bowl and put it into an aluminum cup that I've brushed with melted butter. I will put my brioche buns onto a tray and leave them to ferment for about an hour. My brioche buns are ready. I've placed raspberry jam into a piping bag without tip, and now I will stick it into each brioche and pipe some jam inside. Then I will brush them with egg wash. Finally, I'm gonna sprinkle some crumble on top of each brioche bun. I will bake my brioche buns at 180 degrees centigrade, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 20 minutes until golden. My brioches are done and they look and smell divine. I can't wait to taste one with my afternoon coffee. Join me!
Oh baby, you are so sweet, so delicious and yummy. So good to eat. I wanna lick you, feel your sweetness on my lips. Forever and ever, you'll stay on my hips.
I'm Teresa. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you want to stay in touch, follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and of course, visit my site where you can find elaborate posts with lots of pictures, additional information and recipes that follow my every video. Also, on my site you can download my free 365 pages ebook, The Pastry Chef, and maybe buy me a macaron if you think that I've earned it. Now, before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That really helps a lot. Finally, and this is the most important thing, don't forget to create sweetness every day, because sweetness is happiness. See you in my next video. Bye!